something alchemy.
Huh?
And all it is just you're combining elements to create new elements. And part of it is the challenge of figuring out what elements you can use to create new elements.
Yeah.
And so you start out with a base number of elements and then you combine them. And as you combine them, you can then combine those new ones to create even newer things. And it's basically people trying to figure out, all right, what elements do I need to combine and in what order to create a person?
Huh.
And then, you create, water and fire is like steam.
Yeah.
And then water and dirt is mud, and then mud and steam is like, it just keeps going. It's circular, but it's incredibly addictive.
Really?
Like my nephew got me into it, and then I kind of like said, I have to stop. I have to stop.
Is it like Minecraft levels of?
No, it's literally just a screen. And then on the right side are all these elements. And then as you combine them, it creates a new sort of like clip art of whatever it is you created. And then that suddenly becomes another thing that you can now use to create something else. It's just very...
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're how long
Hello.
have you been listening to me talk about this alchemy thing?
Welcome to RCR 44.5 Gin and Tonic, because that's what I'm drinking right now. Let me just get my two chat windows up here so we can see what we're doing.
And I'm still rocking my macchiato because I have no interest in sleeping tonight. I still have to finish Luke Cage Season 3. And also I still have to finish my RCR story, which is getting closer and closer to completion. And I put a poll on my Twitter because this is going to be... I can tell already from page count that it's going to at least be an hour and a half. And so I put out the poll that was basically, would you rather keep it one long video or would you rather see me split it up into 5 separate pieces and released on consecutive days? And they by a margin of like 67% to 33%, they were in favor of separate days. So that's what I'm going to do. And strangely enough, because each chapter sort of works as its own miniature narrative, this is probably the first and only RCR stories that I could do this with. But hopefully I'll be able to do it with the others. So
Josh Rips, 420, bro. First. You are first. Thank you so much for your donation. So what are you thinking, like, when you get the RCR stories finished, do it like drop a new video every single day? Or...
Every single day, because I think the story itself is well known, but there are parts of it that maybe aren't as well known that I would like to get out before people get so interested in finishing the story themselves that they sort of look ahead and just go to the Wikipedia page or whatever.
Okay.
Although, I mean, this took a lot of like going into Google Books and looking things up, looking up.
You went deep.
Yeah. Part of the thing is there is not to spoil anything, there is a criminal trial involved, and I actually, it's free information out there, so I went and like found court transcripts and was like going through those and just trying to see, all right, well, what was the nature of this, that, and the other thing. So it'll be an interesting thing, and it's probably the most daunting thing I've done for the channel. But
every single RCR stories has been the most daunting thing you've done.
Yeah.
Just cranking it up.
And at the end, I used to put these little tags at the end of "Thank you for listening. Sorry this one took so long. I promise I'm gonna start putting them out more." And then after a while, I just stopped doing it because I'm sort of becoming George R.R. Martin, where like each one takes longer and longer to finish. And
that or Fred from Down the Rabbit Hole.
Oh,
like he puts out a new one every like 3 months or something, but everyone's getting
so
better.
Quality.
Did you watch his one on the furries yet?
I have not. I saw that showed up in my feed, and I put it for watch later.
That is amazing. I know that subculture, and I didn't know that it goes back to the fucking 70s.
Wow.
Like that's how far back furry culture goes.
Damn.
It's pre-internet. Like that's how far back it goes.
I watched the I may or may not.
We'll get to these super chat questions.
We
don't mind it. Like Von Waffensberg, thank you so much.
Yeah.
First super chat of the night, a rare treat. Oh man, but the other guys beat you.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a super chat without Von Waffensberg. Oh, and speaking of all the regulars, Cactus Catastrophe, thank you so much. Heavy question to start. We'll get back to Fred and down the rabbit hole. But how do you deal with the shocking revelation that the person that was happy with you is happier with someone else?
This is kind of a thing that I'm or have been dealing with this year.
Time.
Yes.
You put it to Father Time. It sucks now. 1 month later, it's going to suck 1 or 2% less. And then the next month, it sucks 1 or 2% less. Now, if there's no kids involved, if no one's getting attorneys involved, then all you got to do is wait it out, man.
Yeah.
That's what's going to get you through. The gym, don't be doing this. Booze makes it worse.
It does.
You focus on something else. You accept that this is painful. Like working out. This sucks.
Yeah.
But it's temporary. Like I can remember a few times where it just devastated me.
Yeah.
And I had to go to work the next day, and you're just doing it in a fog. So much so that I didn't even feel things. Like my fingertips were numb. Like I was dumped that hard.
Yeah.
I don't remember the next few days. Like I remember the day I got dumped that night. I remember I got in front of my computer and I just stared at the blank screen. What's the point in Instant Messenger, or Skype is where we were at that point.
Yeah.
Where that was a big deal. And I'm like, well, I got to go to work tomorrow. My crutch was over-the-counter sleeping pills. I don't quite recommend it because I developed a tolerance for a while on those things. But it was like, well, it's 8 p.m., take a sleeping pill. By 9 p.m., I can't stay awake anymore, and I slept like a dog. I would sleep like 10 hours of sleep a night. I'd get up and go to work, but for me, it took about a month, and I still have vague feelings for this person, but
Yeah, same here. Like, I still have vague feelings for but I feel like I'm always kind of going to. And the thing about her is that I was completely, like, inconsolable. Like, I was, like, sobbing, and I'm like, I don't... Like, why? And all of a sudden, like, I was just confused that I felt that much about it, that I'm losing, like... I had to rehydrate after a while just because I didn't remember the next few days. And then I skipped this party that I'd been planning to go to for weeks because I was that upset. And people were like, come on, don't miss a party just because some girl, like, just ended things with you. And I'm like, but trust me, I would bring down the mood of the party for everyone there. Like, you don't want me there. I promise. And it's just, there came a point where it snapped. And I stopped being sad, and I got fucking angry. Like, I got really angry.
That's normal.
And I went to the gym, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll show them. I'll show you. Yeah, but also, like, not wanting to give them the satisfaction of knowing that they were the catalyst. Yeah. But you don't, like, what you do is completely up to you. Nobody else gets a say in it. How you work through your grief and your problems, that's entirely up to you. And the thing is that, like, okay, would I have lost any weight this year had this not happened? I don't know, but I was inspired to kind of, through anger, just to get this out, because it's like, it's either that or you sit here and you miss them, and or you drive and you see something that reminds you and then you miss them, or you hear a song as you're driving and then you miss them. But a heart that hurts is a heart that's working. So
that's a line. That's a line.
I know it's from something. It has to be from something, because there's no way I'm that clever. But I think it's just crypto amnesia. But ultimately, you will get through whatever the pain is, whether it's through time, whether it's through distance, whether it's through, things get out through the rumor mill that they're really a terrible person and that you're somehow better off. I hate that the
Schadenfreude works.
Yeah, it kind of does. Just because that's, I don't know. You don't want your pain to feel like, didn't have a purpose.
There was this one time where, this is going back to early 2000s, when I was dumped, devastated, and then in around like 2008, like this person dumped me for a Fabio guy, like can't believe it's not butter guy, and I met the guy. I'm like, this guy's a specimen.
All right, yeah, can't complain.
Yeah. But then I find out that he was cheating on her through the grapevine, and I told my one buddy Ronnie, like, because he told me, like, guess what? She's getting dumped and she's in a terrible place. And this is like, if this is a movie, you see the chat going down. Yeah. And I said, I know this is terrible, but just grant me this. And I posted the picture of Michael Jackson in Thriller eating the popcorn. And he said, dude, that's really bad. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I need this.
Yeah. Like, I want to put one in the win column. I've just been like making shots and just, it's been bouncing off. Mm-hmm. And now I want to just start sinking it and get nothing but net.
Yeah.
From half court.
I want to see the other team get a technical foul. And like, yeah.
Yeah.
So Brad Drevlin, for $24.99, which I'm guessing is how much a bottle of Hendrix is. I am drinking Gilbey's that I bought for $9 because I'm drinking a GNT. And honestly, if I'm loading it up with tonic and I put half a lemon in this, this was my first drink. My next one will be all tonic water. So don't worry about
it. Yeah, it's all balanced out. It's very nice. And it's a very sort of light, crisp,
I went heavy on that one. I'm what's that one song that goes, we rollin'. What? We
rollin' by Limp Bizkit?
Oh, god damn it. Yeah. I had that on a mixed CD in my Dodge Neon. I was such a freaking edgelord.
Oh, I'll do you one better. I had that album. And it came with a remix that, like, the remix was like the Rolling Assault Vehicle remix or something, or Mobile Assault Vehicle or something along those lines. It's just, I don't know what the fascination was with Limp Bizkit, but it's almost something that you had to be alive and in the middle of it at the time to really understand.
This like kind of overweight guy where it was before popped collars, but people were wearing sweater vests and pop collars, and somehow that was edgy. I remember Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal cover.
Yes.
They had a hit with that one. Well, mild hit. But yeah.
I liked it.
Oh, Carcane says, I'll do you one better. I know Fred Durst and his mom. That is insane.
Whoa.
That's because he became like a film director, like, and he put out a movie, I want to say, in maybe like 5 years ago. Apparently he's like unrecognizable now, but I guess he made his millions and just got the hell out of Dodge because they were kind of the Nickelback before Nickelback became the designated punching bag. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But
JSB 225 watched Baby Driver for the first time the other day. Great music video movie.
Yeah.
Thoughts on it. It's a great music video movie.
Absolutely.
Like, just like Michael Jackson eating the popcorn, I love a good popcorn movie. That's why I like the Tom Cruise as Tom Cruisinist. Like Tom Cruise greatest hits. Yeah.
It's one of those movies that I don't want to say that it gets better each time you see it, but it is such a unique experience. I think Edgar Wright movies just have this visual and this visual pop that doesn't have this aura of being forced the way that, and sorry for the sacrilege, but like a Quentin Tarantino movie might, of like with the Tarantino movie, you know that there are certain things that have to happen or that are going to happen.
You have to have the trunk shot.
Yeah, you always got to have, somebody's losing a limb. There's going to be like the aorta spray somehow. But hey, my most anticipated movie of next year is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So that's Tarantino's new movie, and that's going to be crazy. but about the it's just about the period around the Sharon Tate murder, Roman Polanski's wife at the time, who was killed by the Manson family. It has an all-star cast including Leo, Brad Pitt, fucking Margot Robbie, Emile Hirsch of all people. Yeah, I don't know. It's just gonna be an insane movie, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, Baby Driver is fantastic.
Yeah. Miss Gruel's
Mrs. Tig. Wait, Stig rules.
Can you see that, or is this
Mr. Stig rules?
Oh, Mr. Stig rules extra. I had $2 on my card, so here it is. I hope it was a gift card.
Yeah.
I hope that wasn't $2 you needed, but thank you for giving it to us. We will put it to good use in Austin, Texas. Also, dates coming up for me, like I'm going on tour or something like that. Oh, this is new news. I didn't tell you.
Oh.
This is one of these, I'm not sure if they were serious. Holy shit, they're serious. I got an invite to my very first press launch next week. I am going to the press launch for the 2019 Kia Forte, which is like... That was my face.
But sure.
Okay. It is being held in Pittsburgh. Someone at Kia requested me because I said nice things about the Stinger. Like our Stinger review, I like the Stinger.
Yeah.
Kia has come into his own. But I look at the Forte as just a lighter... or a Forte is as a more expensive Kia Soul.
Yeah.
Now my view on Kia is that they were kind of doing the Scion thing a little bit with the Soul, trying to sell to millennials. Hey, wait a minute, they don't have any money. Well, I guess we'll have dancing hamsters standing in for black people. So, sorry, but that's what's happening with that commercial. Let's be honest. There was a committee that made that. And like, what about Run DMC? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure someone made furry porn of that. So...
Such a wonderful non sequitur.
So I'm going to Pittsburgh next week. They even offered airfare. So I was thinking, dude, I could drive to Harrisburg and catch a flight direct from there, until I realized that every single carrier from Harrisburg does not fly direct to Pittsburgh. There is none.
So you would have to go to PHL?
Yeah. You have to drive to Harrisburg, they'd fly you back to Philly, wait around for an hour, get another plane to Pittsburgh, and by that time you could drive to Pittsburgh. So, gotta get to the airport early, gotta park, gotta get on the shuttle, and I'll drive. But I'm getting a hotel out of the mix. I fully anticipate to be the exact same thing as what Matt Farah went through on the press launch for the new Michelin tire. I'm guessing there's going to be some other YouTubers there. They're going to razzle and dazzle us, and I'm going to go full HST on this. I am going to be giving my stuff either to Travis Okolski from Road and Track or Patrick George from Jalopnik. I haven't even told him yet, but now I'm telling you guys now. So next week I'll be in Pittsburgh. I forget the hotel.
It's regular on tour.
I'm on... and also on tour, I agreed this Friday. You're welcome to come with.
This Friday I have a doctor's appointment.
Okay.
I gotta get. They're gonna check my cholesterol. That's okay. It. So.
Yeah. I am going to. Dominic DeLello's in town. His band is playing in Philly. So that's this Friday night.
All right. Yeah, I might be. Yeah, I don't see why not.
I mean,
wait, this Friday night?
Yeah, in 2 days.
Oh.
Dominic DeLello is the guy who helped us out in Chicago, and also he filmed his Mercury Marauder. And I'm sorry for eating on mic.
Yeah, it happens. All things are good.
So, getting back to the Super Chats.
Yes.
Murray Machana Sunk. For both, what are your favorite food, drink combos? Okay. I have a few. Pure comfort food is an IPA and ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are really bad for you, but they're nostalgic for me, and I like them. I love them. I could do an IPA. I got to start trying to figure out how to do that boiled egg thing that goes in the ramen. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, like the seasoned egg. That's just right.
I love me some tacos, but Nick and I were talking before this that I like my gringo tacos with shredded lettuce and lots of tomatoes and other stuff on it. And I went to Let's Taco about it in West Reading, and they have like traditional tacos which don't have lettuce.
Yeah.
It's just onions and cilantro and your whatever meat you want.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, Graham Bergdorf, who sent $5 but forgot to actually attach a question. Yeah. He just said he's on his way to Navy boot camp. Gonna miss y'all's videos. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you. And, my dad was a Navy man, and his father before him. You get to have PT indoors, is what I hear Navy's all about. You don't have to go outside. Lucky you.
Lucky.
And with drink combos with tacos, I mean, I'll go straight up with the Tecate.
Tecate? Yeah, I think it's Tecate.
Yeah. Heavier stuff. I never did the steak whiskey thing. I want to because Ron Swanson. But where were we recently? Where we had it was just various beers at the ramen place with Matt Farah and also Mike Steinberg. It was the same thing. That was good. That was satisfying, savory and satisfying. So, I mean, if I go out and have a burger, burger and beer is fine all the time, but I don't really plan my day around a meal like that.
Yeah, I never really think about like specific combinations. I mean, I guess salmon and a nice red would be, even though I think you're supposed to pair fish with white wines, but I don't know. I'm a red wine guy. What can I say? And Michael King, I can't believe someone actually figured out that the song that I did for the motorcycle a few weeks back was from the musical Parade. But hey, somebody got it. So that is fantastic. And cheers to you on your Broadway knowledge. Up next, it is, I believe, James McCormick. $2. Thank you so much. Mr. Regular, make a comment about Whitehall, PA.
We're Whitehall, PA. We're not Allentown. We're not Bethlehem. We're the nice area. We're Whitehall. Also, but try to ignore the garbage and all the traffic on 222 and 22. Also, did you know like Tim and Eric are from the Lehigh Valley, and when Tom goes to the mayor of the town of Jefferson is creepily like Whitehall.
There you have it. To Salkyashwan, sorry for butchering your name, $5. At the Roman, my sympathies, just lost my mom to cancer. We're grieving together, man. Armadillos for life. I'm really sorry for your loss. I mean, I know it's a platitude, but hang in there. I can't imagine what you're going through, but I hope maybe our videos can help in some way, and if they do and they can, then I will have considered my life well lived. Not that I'm, imminently dying or anything, but yes, armadillos for life indeed. Because I'm just gonna ride that thing too. The horseradish is out.
Were we doing this before?
Yeah, last week with the horseradish.
Oh, we did this before on camera?
I think so.
Oh, you guys are ready for this. Have a little bit.
Delightful.
God damn it. Thank you, Nush from Moore's Car Care. Is way too much.
Flavor Town.
Are you ready for the fallout? Who you gonna call out for when it finally comes to blows? I'm out of tune. But that was fastball.
Oh, that's all I got.
A little bit more.
A
little bit more.
I'm afraid of.
A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Horse ham. There we go. Everybody horse ham. Wait. It's like salvia.
It's not against the law, but it'll get you
it's against the law now.
Oh, is it?
Salvia used to be legal in PA, and I bought some when it was legal. Intense high for 5 minutes. And then it's gone.
That's what I hear about is like you close the door, you lock your room, And then you just go on a little trip for 5 minutes. You know, it's like Peabody and Sherman. You know.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I mean, you see people freaking out on salvia, and they have no idea what's happening. If you know that this is going to be Busch Gardens intense, that it's like your first time on the Sidewinder at Hershey Park. Like you've never, like the first time you go on a roller coaster that goes upside down.
Yeah.
You're in for something serious. And this isn't going to be exactly fun, but you're going to come out a man.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can't have any douchebags with you that are going to F with you.
Yeah. Oh, like Life in the 413 just here says, never do salvia alone. Keep someone with you that's sober.
See, I did it all alone. Like every single time I did it alone because, you know, who's going to, my parents? Like no one was around. And the first time, a little freaky. The following times, I like wrote it and it was fine. Maybe mine wasn't all that strong. Burgundy Burnouts. Let me make sure I didn't skip anyone.
Oh, I scrolled down. Yeah.
Okay. Burgundy Burnouts, hello, regular. Just picked up an EJ257 block. What's it? Okay, it's a Subaru engine. I know the EJ25, but what's the EJ257? The EJ all-wheel drive Firebird is underway. Yes. Yes. I'd look forward from you like any sort of email updates, because that's a Jalopnik story right there.
Yeah.
Like take pictures. Get media of that. That's a story, man. As it gets going along, keep me in the loop with the all-wheel drive Firebird. Cactus Catastrophe says, I'm 19 and put a hat on it. No smaller versions of myself walking around. Excellent move.
Good man. Especially at 19. Could you imagine? Well, I mean...
No, I can't. I mean, what would... It'd be like straight into McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's what it would be. Like this, everything is over.
Yeah. And it's, you know, unless you have some sort of sudden windfall. I mean,
that's going to be a hard life.
That was always like my sort of worry about things. Like even if I did wrap it up, I'd be worried that I'd be in that 2% where it would fail.
Yeah. Joseph W. says, does it bother you how Americans are so spoiled when it comes to horsepower? In the LS world, people look at 500 horsepower as not enough.
Yeah.
And the LS, Turbo LS, it's only making... Like, Matt Happel posted these things like, well, we got it up to 625 at the wheels. It needs more. There's plenty of more. We could probably see if we do this, and this, we get 2,000.
Yeah.
We're awash in Chevy small blocks, and even the Ford Coyote motor can make big power. And Summit Racing exists, so you can build anything you want here, as long as it's a V8, really.
Yeah, and as long as you have the gumption.
Yeah. So
not even the know-how, just
it is silly the way we're spoiled with horsepower. But have you driven across Nebraska?
Like, what choice do we have but to be the way we are?
That's what it's made for.
Like
that's what the Falcon is made for. It's made for sitting at 80 miles an hour. Just
like America is a lot of country.
On nothing.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly amount of nothing out here. Mm. You think, well, we are populous, but there's a lot of nothing. So let me reset this. Oh wow!
Yeah, I know.
We got a lot. It's gonna be a night.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for all these super chats. We will get all the if we're not in front of them, or if he's crawling under the mic.
I'm gonna get tea.
All right.
I completely forgot I had it.
All right, there we are. Next one, Cole Donnelly. I've just started AP Language and Comp. Any advice on what I've gotten myself into? You're fine. What you got yourself into is, I'm assuming you're a high school student and you're taking like AP English and AP like English Comp. What you got yourself into is a college freshman course. there'll be like 2 extra papers you're gonna have to do, and honestly, that's it. You know, the teacher's gonna be super patient with you. He knows you're an AP. He knows you're in an AP class. They're gonna work you a little bit, but also college, like the unwritten rules of college apply. That, you know, if you apply yourself and show that you're working, he's not gonna give you a C. Bare minimum, you're gonna unless you say you don't care about this, you're getting a B. Workforce 520, good to see you, man. A Punk by Vampire Weekend is what song the hubcaps on my Ion would play.
Never heard it.
It's early mid 2000s stuff. Actually, it's probably like 04, I would say. It's when the hipster was beginning, but smartphones weren't cheap enough, so there's no way to document how alternative you were. You needed a Flickr account.
A quick non-super chat one was what's your most awkward band story?
Me just making up parts. I was on Crash Cymbals in like some song, and I was just crashing wherever. I'm like, no one knows. I'm just, whenever there's a strike in the song, I'm like, crash, crash, crash. I'm not reading the music, and then Mr. Bots called me out on that. Like half the time as a drummer, I wasn't reading the music. I'd get lost in the music because as a drummer, when you sheet music, I'm resting for 16 measures. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. It's that. I'm like, okay, bass drum, time to do another bong. Getting lost in like really simple stuff, but all it was crazy counting, and I'm not good with numbers. Joe K. Jockle 613. Thanks for getting me into the Slackers. Best band ever. Any other ska music recommendations? I think we do this a bunch of times. Toasters. Yeah, a Real Big Fish. I'd say that as well. The Specials, Baby Love, and the Van Dangos. If you remember nothing else, remember Baby Love and the Van Dangos. They're from Denmark. You'd probably have to import their CD. You can't download it anywhere. Very small band. They are tight. They are good in listening. Remember this name, Baby Love and the Van Dangos. I enjoyed Nick and the Nick and You podcast. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Doc Jones 5. Hey guys, I've got Langley Gin and Sprite tonight. Very cool. Thank you. Cheers. How do you find a Bruce hen? You got to ask around at car shows because there are specialty people. It depends what you want built. Is there some kind of test that I can do that will be trustworthy? I mean, you can look on Angie's list. A lot of it is trust your gut. I think what you're asking is, if I go to the shop, what things do I see here to know if the shop is good? Because I've seen dirty shops that are good. I've seen clean shops that are crooked. What you're going to have to do is to bring this shop's name up with other car people and take the mean of their responses.
Yeah, this isn't a thing that you can go on Yelp for. No. Because the second part of the question is there some kind of test I can do to be that trustworthy? Or... Yeah.
One to be that trustworthy of to be that trustworthy of a shop.
I guess they just mean like to figure out if they're trustworthy. I mean, and that's only the type of thing that you find out from having that one-to-one response with people,
right? To
where you can read into what they're saying. And everybody has a guy for something. Like if you've been around long enough, but the guy that a lot of people swear by isn't their electronics guy, isn't their computer guy. It's their car guy, their mechanic. And if they trust them for however many years it's been, there's probably a very good reason. And those are the types of guys that you want to seek out, the type who will recommend their best kept secret in the neighborhood.
Jesse Poage. Just got an SV650 with an anti-lock brake option. Best tip from not killing myself. Oh shit, that's your first bike. Oh man, that's fast. You bought a fast first bike. Okay, here's my tip, Jesse. Before you go out and ride, clean your pipes. Jerk off. Achieve orgasm.
Okie doke. There we go.
Like if you're going out for a ride, go into the bathroom, shoot a load in the toilet. Because the bike's not going to do anything you won't tell it to do. But that SV650's got some grunt, got some speed. It is a sport bike. That is not a good first bike, but lo and behold, you bought one because they're cheap. And they are good. They are an excellent V-twin sport bike. And they rev not everything about them is cool. People love them, and that's why you always find them for sale, and people are buying them all the time. So, you're going to come, and you're going to get your head straight. So you don't do anything stupid when you see the girl in the drop-top Benz, or you see the douche bro in his stand for the flag Jeep. You don't try to pull a wheelie or race him because you got your head straight by getting your jollies out with Palmyra, which is a joke that I took.
I just got that. That is delightful.
I got that from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So yeah. Jerk off before you ride.
Yeah.
Dr. Squared. New Amsterdam makes pretty good news. New Amsterdam is a very good gin. See, when I'm mixing stuff, I go straight to the bottom shelf. If I'm buying something that I want to taste the actual spirit, then I go high.
Yeah. Oh, and a quick non-paid. It's from Scott Sorbella. Rev match all the time or just when driving in a spirited manner?
What, on a bike? Or on a car? Modern cars have synchros. You don't really need a rev match. Now, Matt Farah will tell you always double down, double clutch. And honestly, I double down, double clutch in my Subaru. But yeah, when I'm only passing, because I know I need to blip that throttle and have that beautiful mechanical throttle that gives me it right away. Motorcycles, you don't really have to. I've never ran into a bike where I had a double clutch to go down. The Harley guys do it all the time, but that's just because they want to make noise. Hourly B says, just wondering your opinion on the entire story or mythos of Chris Chan. Now we can come back to Down the Rabbit Hole. Since you probably watched the Rabbit Hole episode. Also just graduated from Mechanical Engineering College, so enjoy the slightly large super chat. Thank you very much, Hourly. So much. My opinion of Chris Chan as it's the perfect storm of a medium functioning autistic, a poor support structure,
yes,
hoarding parents,
yes,
and the appetite for the internet to go poke something.
Yeah.
There's no way to describe it other than a tragic tale. And I wonder how much of now her Christian is now a woman, transgender, is, and I didn't mean to be dismissive with that. It's just that this is just another notch in the crazy belt.
Yeah.
That is this person's life, but then is it their fault? But then a lot of it is their own doing. But because there was no overseer to say you shouldn't be doing this, you need to not spend your money on toys every single month, like their welfare check or however cash assistance that they're getting.
Well, this was when we first started talking about the Down the Rabbit Hole thing. This was the first thing, because I finally saw the Christian Weston Chandler video. And it was strange because you have, I think a lot of it is part of internet culture. For instance, like, I don't think Chris Chan happens in 1980.
No.
It's only because he was so easily pulled into various successful attempts at trolling him.
Yeah.
And it's just going to exacerbate all these issues that he already has, on top of having these parents who enable him, and that he doesn't really have a support group of like outside influences that can, you know, affect any level of change or difference in his life.
Right.
I mean, he got banned from the one place that he essentially would ever go, which was like this one arcade.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he basically went from that to basically being a shut-in. And it's strange to kind of live in this mentality of you're in a very self-obsessed bubble.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important for, you know, guys like you and me who are inside a lot to, you know, have that interaction, to go out so that you don't lose touch with the thing that makes you human. Now, granted, it's not like we had to deal with any of the same things that he did. He had his own issues, but ultimately, I think, you know, it's better for him to be separate from that toxicity that is the internet, because I think, yes, he did his own like lousy things and, you know, all that other stuff, but
freaking maced somebody at a GameStop because Sonic's arms are the wrong color.
Yeah. But like, also
is that his fault or the fault of the Guardian? But this guy is now in his 30s.
Yeah, he's old enough to, you know that that's ridiculous. But for as much as he did lousy things, the people trolling him, like, two wrongs don't make a right. And so it's better for him to be away from that culture. And, you know, and he is, I believe, identifying as a woman now. So, I mean, all the best to him. I mean, it's just, I don't know that the internet was ever going to be a safe place for him, especially when he was putting so much of himself out there, like his home address and all these other things that, you know, I don't know that there's anything in place that can keep somebody from, you know, like if someone can flag a video for someone's own good, but then you have to have someone who cares enough and not just trolling. So I don't know.
Andrew Suggett, Real Big Fish or Goldfinger Superman? Goldfinger Superman. It's a more positive song. Real Fish Beer is just, I like beer. It's a novelty song. Goldfinger Superman, when you're 19, when you're 16, when you're 15, when you hear that, I'm doing everything I can. But then, you know, playing the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Yeah, it hits you right in that. Goldfinger Superman feels warm like the sun on the first day of summer vacation. Yes. This is, you don't know it yet, but this is your jam for the week. You're taping it off the radio. Well, it never really was on the radio.
Yeah, no. It's not one of those tape off the radio ones.
Burgundy Burnouts again.
Thank you.
Edgar Wright is someone who accidentally stumbled from making music videos to movies. Yeah, he did make music videos, but, you know, I love really good visual narrative. Yeah. Like, it clicks together like a jigsaw. No, jigsaw puzzle is the wrong thing. You can watch it go from beginning to end like a model train, going clink, 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 not confused. I mean, it's a whole lot of fun to make a deeply esoteric visual narrative like God, let me pull out of my library here.
Like any movie Shane Carruth has ever done.
Who's that?
He made this movie called Primer, which is considered the ultimate time travel movie.
Yeah, there you go. But I don't think there's a visual narrative in that. It's just trying to follow the actual plot.
Well, his follow-up was a movie, I think it was called Upstream Color, which some people think is a completely impenetrable movie, along the lines of something like David Lynch would do.
Okay.
But yeah, I couldn't even tell you what it's about. Yeah, I don't know. I think that Edgar Wright's movies are very, they convey information in interesting ways, like The World's End, which is one of my favorite movies, and it's about an alcoholic tricking his 4 childhood friends into going on a pub crawl with him to 12 different pubs over the course of a single night. And you don't realize that, well, maybe you realize it, but the name of each pub tells you what's going to happen, but also the name of each pub also sort of correlates to a step in AA. So it's like this strange kind of, I don't know. It's very well done, and I think it's a great little movie that is definitely worth seeing. It's hilarious, and as it is moving. So yeah.
My poop comes from my butt says, "Oh, my super chat got skipped. Have a great night anyway, guys." Did I not get to it yet?
Yeah, I don't know if it's...
I don't remember reading my poop comes from my butt yet.
Von Waffenberg says they'll catch it. So maybe we didn't get to it yet?
We didn't get to it yet?
Maybe. If we don't see it in the next, like,
my poop
2 or 3 questions.
I'm pretty sure I got that. Well, let me scroll down to see if I got it yet. We're going in chronological order. Scrolling, find it. Sam Led, Dan Dunlop, Zach Hellman, Jacob Bryce Taylor, Alex Neil Ryan, Burgundy Burnhouse. Okay. There.
Duck.
Some Buell, Workforce 520, Crywit, Z124. Going back up, Mark Willers, Luke Millers. JSB him again, Burgundy Burnout's fine, The Actual Ryan, Nick Cage, Bryce Taylor, Jacob Shapiro, Zach Hellman, Dan Dunlop, Cactus Catastrophe.
Here, while you search, I'm just going to answer Michael King's question real quick. On my opinion of Jason Robert Brown's work, my only experience with him is Parade. I know
we did skip it. Sorry,
so I can't really answer that question. But yeah.
My poop comes from my butt. Thank you.
Thank you.
Either take a joke or take a shuttle.
Joey Diaz.
Well, if you take a joke or take the shuttle, take a shuttle. It's not like take a joke or take a bus. Someday we'll see him live.
Yes.
He came to Philly, but we didn't.
Well, mid-September he's doing the Bethlehem Sands.
Oh, fuck, he is?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Putting that on the calendar.
Just to I don't know when, though. Right. Like, it's just at some point in September, I think I saw on his tour schedule. But yeah, that would be dope. He said, being hip with the language of the day. But, yeah. Lots of things coming up down the pipe.
Okay. Andrew Suggett, we got a real big fish. Edgar Wright, Von Waffensberg.
$9.99, thank you.
So I'm moving back to Key West, Florida from Phoenix. So you're trading dry heat for wet heat. Or I'm sorry, you're trading dry heat for wet heat. Oh, well, Key West. Well, I'm curious what you guys think of South Florida. The southest I ever went was Daytona Beach. And I've never been down to the Keys. I'll bet the Keys is where Wingadinga becomes real people. It's like as far as you can go and then a little bit farther.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'll bet it's just... to me, the Keys are populated by a bunch of guys who are used to getting away with calling women fun bags to their face. And have gotten away with that since 1974. I'd like to say that I went out to the Keys. It's a long drive from like Miami. It's this little 2-lane bridge across water as you go to these individual islands. Any plans to come visit after September? After the place we're going after September is Austin, Texas in October. I do food delivery and know the best restaurants. Oh, neat. I'm open to go many different places. Again, I have to start finding a way to make these trips profitable instead of just, I mean, the Patreon account is for traveling, but I've noticed that when I start pricing out some of these trips, it's usually like 3/4 of the year worth of money that we get from Patreon to travel. Yeah. So it's like either we travel to one place a year or we find another source of revenue. I mean, the super chat certainly does help.
Yeah. Oh, have you ever heard of the app Cameo?
No.
Where people can pay a certain amount of money to have you cameo in their like video or thing. So like minor reality show celebrities and Vine stars and YouTubers will be on Cameo and maybe get like $50, and then all they do is record like a quick thing for a video for somebody's thing. Huh. You know what I mean? It's like all those silly things of like, what does it even matter that you got some guy from Bachelor in Paradise to be in your YouTube video? It's like not even.
Who's that?
I have no idea. But yeah.
Derek Majornik, Biz from Canada. Busy at work, but will pick you up as I can. Not sure what that means.
Like just pick up on what we're doing, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I can only imagine.
Well, have a very good time at work. Hopefully we're keeping you company.
Yes.
Crazy Ivan 2 times. Interested in a shooting range trip in Bucks County. Is that the one down there on 309 that's like in some guy's Connex container, like the indoor shooting range? Love to see a regular gun review. I don't think it would happen because there are plenty of gun videos out there, and I have a mixed relationship with firearms. I like them, but I know that I'm not the right type of personality to own them. So it's like, I know I like alcohol, which is why I will take a week of sobriety off. Like I'll have a week where I can drink and then a week where I won't. And I know that when I did own firearms, I thought about them constantly. I even did that one move, first like to see what it was like. And then I'm like, oh, this is like a weirdly comforting thing. I slept with a revolver under the pillow just to see what it was. I'm like, okay, I did this now. And then I knew that when I had them, suddenly every bump in the night meant something.
Yeah.
Whereas before, we didn't even notice it.
It engenders your skittishness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll still go out to a range. I'm used to going up to the Redding anthracite lands up in St. Clair where you can just shoot TVs. That's a gun range.
Hey.
I don't have any firearms right now. I thought about getting like a 10-shot 22 revolver, but I have so many hobbies. I got the Falcon that needs things. I'm into skiing now, and now I'm in the Appalachian Trail. So, nah. I mean, but if you invite me to go on a shooting range, I'd probably do it. Thank you for your donation. Von Waffensberg, also an opinion on Ural sidecar motorcycles. I think they're interesting because they are two-wheel drive, and that there's power going to the normal drive wheel of the motorcycle, and then there's a shaft going over to the wheel of the sidecar. So both those rear wheels have power, which made them good messenger cars during the war, and which makes them an alright off-road thing. Of course, now you're pretty close to a four-wheeler, aren't you? I mean, I've never ridden a motorcycle with a sidecar. I'd love to figure out what it feels like. Volkswagen Beetle from Canada land. Hey, Nick, will you ever do an RCR story on Malcolm Bricklin, the guy who made the Bricklin SV1?
I mean, it's something to consider, and I feel like that's kind of the stock answer for every RCR story suggestion, but it really is something where I can't think too far ahead of the one that I'm on, just for sanity's sake, but it's always like I have a list of ideas and I'm basically going down a checklist and thinking of what it is that I want to do. And I mean, it's on the list, but I don't know. It's just something where I have to kind of really feel passionate about telling the story. Like, I gotta wake up in the morning and feel really like excited to get to the computer and write about it. And I'm sure Bricklin would be that topic if I did my research into it. It's just right now I'm I don't know. I'm just sort of working my way through the story that I'm working on now. So hopefully after that I can reassess and maybe Bricklin will be one. But yeah, for now I'm just kind of taking it as they come, easy go, all that other stuff. But yeah. Let's see. Other questions. Please don't let me dad click. Please don't let me dad click. Graham Bergdorf, thank you for the $5. Thank you. That was from earlier when he said he was going to boot camp and forgot to attach a message to his super chat. So thank you. And best of luck in the Navy. Life in the 413. Hey Nick, what would be a more fun RCR story? Henry Ford, William Durant, or Walter Chrysler? Probably, well, for now I'd probably lean towards Durant because I already kind of cross-sectioned Ford and Chrysler's stories in past videos, and I mean, yes, some of my videos kind of retread the same territory because I followed up a sort of decline of Chrysler video with a biography on Lee Iacocca. But I don't want to necessarily have so many different things overlap because that would make too much of what I do repetitive for me. And I kind of want to keep the stories that I'm doing fresh. Now, I'm sure I probably covered Durant at some point in one of the videos, but yeah. Jalapenos, did you play sports as a kid? If so, which? I did wrestling. That was fun. Then I got a stinger in my neck and had to stop, so that was the end of that. Let's see. Moving down. Cactus Catastrophe.
Out of all the reviews that both of you have done, which is the best? Which is the worst? What is the upper and lower and the extreme of everything? Fine. My personal favorite is the Pontiac Fiero.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was fun to make and fun to write. I want to do a noir one again.
Yes.
It will not make a lot of money and people will hate it and I will enjoy it.
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the negative karma on our cars.
Yeah.
That'll be hilarious.
You're gonna hate this. But a lot of people love the Fiero. Like, this is the greatest thing you've ever done.
Yeah, but they came to it late. Like, in a way. Like, it was not enjoyed in its own time.
No.
And it came to
our Pinkerton album.
Yeah, basically.
Sam LED or Sam LED. Ever think of moving out of PA? I just had this conversation with Dante tonight. Does the weather make you feel depressed during the winter? Yes, it does. It does seem cold and dreary most of the year. The dreariest part of PA is February to April or early May. God damn, just give me some warm weather. And right now, I welcome the cold.
Yeah.
Because it's just, this is like Pennsylvania in August is just humid. Like, oh, it's raining a lot. Yeah, it's raining a lot, but it always does this.
Yeah,
not to this extent, but the stickiness.
Yeah.
Like last night I woke up and I was just, ugh, why am I sweating? And the air conditioner's on and it's not enough. And I can't wait for the humidity to break and have the windows open and have that breeze going through. And I get the heavy blanket and I'll sleep like a stone. So I thought about moving to places like North Carolina, but then Nazis show up places and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm staying here, man, where everything, I get a little mix of everything and it's all right.
Yeah.
I could see my son. Right now I got a good setup with this apartment, so I have no real reason to leave. Like Hunter S. Thompson liked coming back to Woody Creek, Colorado, knowing that this base was here. I'm fine with traveling all over. RCR San Diego fan. Oh yeah, I got to come back to San Diego because Eric Pedersen lives there. That was weird being there in like when I went skiing at Mammoth with Eric Pedersen and Matt Farah.
Yeah.
And then coming back late January and people were just jogging along the beach in like late January. This is wrong. But the weather was divine. And it had that Southern California night where it gets that chilliness that you like.
Yeah, I love that. Because autumnal.
Oh, good word. Do you guys get Red Hook in PA? I've seen it around. Their big Ballard IPA has been a recent favorite of mine. Love the videos, gentlemen. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, Red Hook will show up, but you got to hunt for it. Ballard seems another one that I've heard of, but I don't remember seeing it. You go to Red Hook when you go to those like specialty like bars that have the like 5 cases of beers, and they usually have like a couple things on tap, but it's usually like a bottle bar. It's kind of one. There was a place in Lancaster called The Fridge where it's a bar, but they don't have a bartender. It's one of those deals where they work their liquor license that I think they sell like nachos and stuff, but they have just cases of all this weird beer.
Wait, where is this?
It's in Lancaster.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah, with my friend Allie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot that I have been there before. I had this delightful...
It's a tiny, tiny place.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Hardly any room for standing.
Zach Hellman, Mr. R replied to your email. Sadly, I don't own a plane. Oh, you didn't have to send a super chat, but thank you, Zach. Sadly, I don't own a plane, just renting. See, that gets weird, Zach, when we're filming a vehicle that isn't yours. Yeah. That makes it dicey, and I don't know, because everybody can look up the tail number on that plane, and that may not be a good thing. I mean, I gladly go flying again, and I have to do RCR Ames, Iowa. Ames or Eames? That's where Iowa State is. So my buddy Tom works for the university there as a professor. So no idea if the owners would pass a Dodge Avenger sniff test. Yeah, old rental planes stink. Good thing like Avgas has its own particular order as well.
Yeah.
The Jacob Shapiro says my super chat won't send, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, his is since send, because I know I've seen it. Yeah, there he goes. He's next up.
Oh, Jacob Shapiro. Eric from the internet comment etiquette got it banned.
Yeah, we was talking about salvia, because when we were talking about salvia, because he used to do videos of gardening while on salvia.
The Jacob Shapiro? Or
no, Eric from...
Oh, I remember that. Did he get Cheech Marin in
possibly
one videos? Or like somebody else, or maybe it was Eric from the internet showed up in a Cheech Marin video. And it was like how to run a obstacle course on salvia versus weed. And of course, weed, it's not going to kick in instantly. Yeah. The guy salvia makes it three tires and then just falls over. You're not supposed to run on that stuff. I got to go. Buying a Del Sol 5-speed, except for the head unit. Keep it stock or swap in a B18 K20 VTEC and turbo. Well, that's a lot of power, dude. Using it for autocross and general fun. Well, if it's your second car, go nuts, man.
Yeah, by all means.
I mean, as I remember the Del Sol as being a perfectly fine throw-around fun car, as all Hondas are. The gearbox is excellent. I mean, I'd go K20, because if you got to back a horse, back the winner. So, that sounds fun. It certainly helped the car, and I guess you can get one from a Civic and put it in there. I mean, the K20 sounds like fun. I think you should do that. Just don't come crying to me when costs build up. That's the one thing, downside. I really need to get to my food out there. My new daily driver options: second-gen Honda Fit with higher miles or clean EP3 Civic Si with 93,000 miles. Oh, good question. Daily. Oh, that's the thing.
Yep.
Daily, your EP3 Civics, someone's going to take a crowbar to that window, man. You should have the Honda Fit. Both are around $4,000 to $5,000. Ooh, a $5,000 Civic Si. That's going to be a trashy Civic Si. Yeah. Get the Fit, because that's going to be your daily. Get a Fit with a manual, you'll be fine. You already have an Evo 8 as a weekend fun car. Yeah. Well, your Evo 8, that Civic Si will be fun, but it's going to feel kind of slow. Just get your Honda Fit and just beat the shit out of it like I did. It's not going to break.
The actual Team Ryan, $10. Which OG Law and Order character is best, and why is it Jerry Orbach? Well, because it's actually Jack McCoy. No, I've always been a Jack McCoy man. You know, he's extremely passionate about everything. Man one, and he does the max. I mean, granted, that's every Law and Order DA's sort of offer that they put on the table, but yeah, I mean, realistically, it's probably Lenny Briscoe. I mean, get me Lenny Briscoe, and you'll probably have your crime solved within, well, without commercials, probably 15 minutes. So, yeah, good stuff. I love me some OG Law and Order. That's kind of the only one that I can watch, and mostly through reruns, because I think SVU is extraordinarily obnoxious, and Criminal Intent isn't even Law and Order, really, because you hardly get any courtroom stuff from there. I don't know, but
I got pee.
Oh, go for it. Burgundy Burnouts follows up with the EJ257 is the STI specific model, dual overhead cam and closed deck. You'll be the first to know and the first to see. Yeah, well, you know, that's enticing. More so. Let's see. Hang on, I gotta tilt this thing forward because I can't see worth a hot damn. All right, JSB 225. Thank you for $5. Third day back to class and I met a cute girl. She asked for my number, so that was rad. Also, 1 month into using a Pontiac Solstice as a daily. It's great. Well, I'm not going to say that you got her number because you're driving a Pontiac Solstice, but I mean, let's look at the point of comparison here. I mean, could it be a coincidence? Absolutely. Is it? Absolutely. But congratulations. Yeah. Now moving down.
My vegetables are still cold. They're going back in the microwave.
Well, I mean, yeah, I have nothing to add to that. Mark Walters. Oh, wait, no. Luke Miller, $5. What kind of computers programs do you guys use to edit your videos? I mean, I bought a copy of Premiere Elements that was used and old, and that's what I used to make mine. But really, you can make like our videos with literally any software making program. Like, it could be the cheapest thing in the world.
Yeah, you could do RCR with Windows Movie Maker and it would come out just fine.
Yeah, it would be just fine. So don't let a lack of expensive equipment prevent you from, you know, getting on that. Like, I've done sort of videos for my personal channel that I shot, edited, and posted entirely from my phone. So, you know, it's just a matter of having the gumption more than the know-how or the proper tech or anything like that. So, yeah. Mark Walters, love your stuff, subbed since the 944 review. Well, thank you very much. I'm from Syracuse, New York. I have a 2000 Suzuki Intruder 1500. I love to bring down for a review. Email sent. Well, thank you for sending the email.
That's a long drive. And a Suzuki Intruder, what is that?
I
like a Suzuki Samurai?
Where are we at? There we go. Z24, $5. Thank you. Team up with Leonard French from the Lawful Masses channel. He's from PA, and I think you guys would get along.
What is the Lawful Masses?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
But I'll have to look it up now. Because that sounds interesting.
Watch him be in like Jonestown. Oh, god damn it! I gotta drive all the way out there.
Yeah. Oh, there's always meeting in the middle. Baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle?
We can go to the bustling megalopolis that is Lower Paxton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yes.
When Harrisburg isn't trashy enough for you, there is Lower Paxton. Which city of Pennsylvania is in? Yeah, I'd like to know. Pennsylvania's a big place. And mostly, like, most of Pennsylvania is in the southern half of where stuff is. Like, you get up past... You don't realize how also tall Pennsylvania is until you have to drive to State College.
Yeah.
And you're going way, like, oh, we're in Harrisburg. We're almost there. Nope.
Yeah.
You get to go up.
Up and at them. Oh, to Everin, Isaac, my YouTube channel.
Oh, Suzuki Intruder's a motorcycle. Oh, of course. Now I know what it is.
And Everin, my
where's he from again?
Personal thing is called Limited Time Roman, so just look that up. But yeah, where's he from? I have no idea.
Syracuse. He wants to ride a motorcycle. That's a haul, man.
That is a haul, but it's...
And the weather is not going to cooperate for a long ride like that.
Maybe he's towing it, maybe? You know? Like it's on the back of something? I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Cry wit.
$5.
May the odds ever be in your favor. Thanks, man. I don't gamble.
It's a Hunger Games quote, but I don't know what brought it on. Man, I would get killed so fast in the Hunger Games if those were ever a real thing.
Workforce 520 says, did you guys see the Jalopnik article on the 1992 Peugeot? Yes, I saw that. Dude, Peugeot there XM. Are those people on Craigslist who are like, I need a personal driver. They're all crazy. They're all fucked up and crazy. Now, Matt Farah responded to like that tweet that said he did the same thing, but when because he had this, he was trying to daily a Hummer H1 in New York City, like after college. And he said he was so tired of this, he would just gave the car to another friend and just say, occasionally drive me around in this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't care enough about a Peugeot XM to drive 2 hours to Philly and then drive around Philly. I don't even like driving around
especially
Philly
the driving around Philly part.
Yeah.
I don't even like driving around Reading, much less driving around a bigger...
It's like when you get to the backside of Reading and like you're taking 5th Street Highway and have to connect to get back. It's like, eh.
Well, yeah. But then you're in there with those abandoned Burger Kings and the pawn shops. It's every city, USA. I need to take a leak.
Okay.
So it's Brian and you, baby.
Yep, and it's motorcycles. Questions I can answer. Thoughts on Buell motorcycles? Buell, for those who don't know, Buell motorcycles have Harley engines. Oh, it does have a Harley engine. They went over the double head cam. I mean, they're based on Harley engines. In the beginning, they were Harley engines. But what about Eric Buell? He was a good motorcycle rider. Every single Buell motorcycle I have driven, I liked, and I would buy none of them. Buell motorcycles will fall into history alongside maybe Biamoto, Aprilia. Oh, Indian's coming back. Indian's never coming back. They were innovative bikes that used American engines. So picture a very sophisticated sort of hybrid of German and Italian design with an American engine, and that's what you get in a Buell. All of them handle lovely. They're also complicated bikes, made in America, from a small subsidiary of Harley Davidson. The Blast, I liked, underpowered, but fun. The Lightning was a wheelie machine, Thunderbolt, same way, and the Ulysses was a wonderful tourer. The thing is, the Japanese bike will kind of do it better. Buells were very unique, but I don't think they are the type of bikes that you can ride for hours and hours and hours, although some people do, probably the Ulysses. Those are my thoughts on Buell. Amazing, great. I would never own one. Let me scroll back up here. Again, we're doing Super Chats in chronological order.
Yes, we are.
It is almost 10:30. Thoughts on Buell motorcycles? Oh, cry wit. Metallica, yay or nay? I own the Metallica S&M album, which was supposed to be the worst album they ever made after Load. But I also like Hero of the Day, which is from Load. I got into Metallica into the late 1990s. I thought they were amazing. I thought I was a badass for listening to Metallica. And then Lars Ulrich threw a big wobbler and cry fit and sued the internet. And then I kind of never really played their albums after that.
I am thoroughly and comprehensively ambivalent about Metallica. I have neither positive nor negative opinions about them. I have no strong feelings one way or the other. Tell my wife I said hello. But yeah, I mean, I like Nothing Else Matters. I like Enter Sandman, especially when the Sandman from ECW would come out to it, smash cans on his head, and then you know, good times.
Remember when remember last week when we were writing the review that's coming out Monday,
yeah,
and we had some dad bod in the booth next to us, and every time his phone went off, it was dun, 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 dun. There was the Enter Sandman theme playing. And then he asked one of the waiters how old she was.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
It was ew.
That was gross because all the waitresses in there are like teenagers, maybe early 20s.
Oh, this guy was fat. He will have the haircut that I will have soon as I lose my hair, and then just bzzz. Like, I don't care, but the buzzer's on the one has the one clip on it. He's doing that. He shouldn't be eating the amount of food he has, and he's asking the waitress how old she is. And you know this guy has a daughter, and it's where I came up with the line tapping on the glass window of adultery. This wants to cheat, can't cheat, won't cheat, but he's got an imagination and a fast right hand.
Oh, that's good. Oh, man. It's the type of thing where, you know, he wants to dip his toe into a very shallow pool, but the pool is filth. So, what are we to say?
So many guys around here are like that. Married people, some who are friends.
Especially the married ones.
Who want to cheat. It's like, it's a thirst. It's like a burger that they know they can't eat. Or the junk food that they can never go back to.
Yeah.
And it's crap. The food's bad for you. It tastes great after one bite, and by the end of the burger, you hate yourself.
Yeah.
And they know that's what's going to happen. And they're disciplined enough that they won't cheat, but they think about it.
Yeah.
It's like me and Taco Bell chalupas. Terrible.
Yes.
But every now and again, I want one, and I know I will regret it. And yet I go down that road.
I've never craved Taco Bell before. Even though I've enjoyed their food before. But I think a lot of men want to sort of push the boundaries, and their justification is, yes or no, have I done something that I have to apologize for? And if the answer is no, then I can keep doing it. You know? Like, oh, I just asked her how old she was. I don't have to apologize for that. Oh, I asked what she was doing later.
I was just asking her a question. I'm just asking questions.
Oh, that's a good line from Digimer. Doesn't matter where you get your appetite so long as you eat at home.
Oh.
That's quality stuff. But yeah, it's just hard to sort of be... I would imagine it's hard to be faithful. There's no nice
Plus,
way
I don't
to
know
say
how
it.
these fat husbands cheat.
Like,
Where are they finding bimbos?
Where are they finding their dick? is what I would like to know. But it's just kind of strange that they're finding people to cheat with, and I think part of it is and this is, you know, armchair psychology or psychiatry or whatever, that seeing the ring on someone's finger tells a woman that he's willing to go all the way and commit.
Yeah.
And that sort of creates a certain subconscious level of attraction, even though you know he's not leaving his wife like ever, because that would require him to navigate the waters of inconvenience. Mm-hmm. And it's just a hard pass.
Yeah, he's mature enough that this would be the end.
Yeah.
But there's this great maybe that goes along with it.
Yeah.
It's like, I would never rob a store, but I can imagine how I can do it.
I'll do it. I'll rob the Quickie Mart. Next time.
It's like, I know you skipped school today, Bart. And once I find out, your ass is mine.
That's right.
Yes. I think words I would never say.
I know you can read my thoughts, boy. Meow, 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 meow.
Adrian Records says, if you had to pick a favorite automotive niche, what would it be? Drift cars? No. Muscle cars? Yes. Stance? No. Etc. All right. Started on Hondas, went to 80s Euros, and now I'm on the 60s older American cars. Right now, what I pay attention to, like muscle cars, they're all winga-dinga and they're all everywhere. And even I saw a GTO at my gym the other day, in the rain. So muscle cars, everybody says them because they want to cruise down memory lane. What I get excited for is seeing Malays, because you could now sloppy them. And by that, I mean putting LSX engines in them. We have to go out and hang out with Matt Happel and just drive one of his abomination machines. Like that truck with 450 to the wheel was nuts, and then he got that thing up to 1,000.
Yeah.
And you know, right now he's working on a G37, which we did a G37 down.
Yeah, we did.
It had a blown engine in it. Then he replaced it with an LS.
Oh, wow.
With nitrous on it. It has nitrous on it right now, and then it'll have nitrous and a supercharger.
Damn.
So I've never driven anything with nitrous oxide injection, and I want to. Like, oh, you drive fast, and then you hit the button, and then...
Oh, see, that's a question I never need answered. Like, for me, I'm just kind of... And I get it. Like, Howard, you're a car guy, and you don't want to go fast. Like, I don't know. I know where my line is, and I know I'm not nearly a talented enough driver to avoid killing myself or somebody else. Mm-hmm. So there we go.
My favorite, as fitting the channel, is pedestrian cars that are saved. Like, that you can still drive around, hence the Falcon having a 302 swap in it.
Yeah.
But, like, there was a post about this guy at Radwood who had, like, a 92 Ford Escort, and it was mint. I'm like, hell yeah. Or like that Plymouth Horizon at Chrysler Nationals. There was nothing wrong with it. Holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
That's what excites me. Little commuter cars that someone saved.
Yeah.
That's what excites me.
Chromosome Central says, have you reviewed the Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme? And no, but it makes me think of that Pete and Pete, where Pete's dad takes the metal detector out to the beach every time, hoping to find something, and he finds an old, like, 1970s Cutlass Supreme, and they dig it out and then drive it home. And it's something that's a complete non sequitur to the rest of the episode, has nothing to do, is never brought up again. It's just in the middle of, like, Pete is having romance problems. Oh, my dad found a Cutlass Supreme. Anyway, romance problems. Man, that show was so ahead of its time.
This show was brilliant.
Really was.
This is a big chunk of horseradish, and I am going to join the Transcendentalists for a moment.
But hey, vegetable medley.
Oh, the unseeing eye. Amazing. Exquisite.
Do you need like a glass of milk?
No, that's the beauty of horseradish that I'm finding out. It, like salvia, just goes away.
Oh, does it?
I'm back.
Do you mind if I smell it? Because I have no interest in actually tasting it, but... Ooh, that is... Whoa, and my nostrils burn a little.
You have a cold, man.
No, I mean, like...
I'll clear you up.
Or if you have nose hairs, I'm pretty sure it'll singe them off. But... let's see who's next. Von Waffenberg, $4.99. Thank you once again. Key West is worth visiting at least once. The seafood is phenomenal. 80% chance it was swimming the night before. My experience with Key West, where I've never been, is entirely embedded in the now canceled Netflix show Bloodline, which painted such a vivid picture that I almost wanted to go there just to feel how vibrant a place it is, because it's almost like it's presented as this trashy paradise in that, yes, you have a certain subculture of the shiftless types, but when you get to it, it's this just, blue waters and white sands and fish that literally, like he says, or she, I don't know if Von Waffenberg is male or female, but seafood that literally was just swimming that day, and it just seems like an amazing place. And I mean, but realistically, would I want to go there? Well, there's a million other places I would rather go first. There's a million other places I would rather return to first. So realistically, I mean, yes, are the Keys a beautiful place? Probably. I wouldn't know, but at the end of the day, what are you really going to do?
Speaking of places to return to, if we had a teleporter these past few rainy days, just have a teleporter and just go right back to Ardennes. I've been having dreams about England. I think, like, if I had to live anywhere internationally, that'd be the place. Of just finding myself a nice little spot in a small town in the UK and not really, if I ever had to disappear into somewhere. Crywit says, what is your favorite season? My favorite season is the one that's coming up.
Yeah, mine is autumn. Always has been autumn. It's not even close. Every other season is a distant last place.
Every season for me has something. My least favorite season is spring, because it's not summer yet, and it's not warm enough yet, and it's all raining and pissing, and oh great, it snowed again. I hate spring.
Yeah,
because it's not summer yet. Summer means lots of motorcycle riding.
Yeah.
Autumn means the warm air sticks around, but I can still drive the Falcon. The beginning of winter means, hey, it's ski time, so I like skiing. See, I like winter when it's that dry, bitter cold.
Yeah.
I love it's 20 out.
Yeah.
20 degrees.
That Oscar season winter that I love, where it's just dry and...
Yeah. I don't mind the slop either, but I want to get some good skiing in. I really do. Yeah. But least favorite months, March until May 5th is the horrible winter.
Yeah.
God, I hate March. Hate March, and I hate April. These are my least favorite months. My favorite months, honestly, I think it still is summer. My favorite time is summer. So June, July, August are my three favorite months, because it meant no school, and I always get sad. I've talked about this before. I get sad at the end of August knowing that school is starting.
Yeah.
Even though you and I live in summer vacation now.
There's
no bosses, no job, there's no anything. But I still feel for everybody who has to go to school, except for college, because that's fun. And I kind of got excited when I was at KUR today, and Mike Regensburg says Kutztown classes start next week.
Yeah.
That was a unique yin yang when I would get excited for fall.
Yeah.
In college, fall was my favorite season because it meant going back with your crew, your gang, the boys, getting the band back together.
Yeah. Good times.
Crazy fan 2 times. We'll probably get the sign out soon.
Yeah.
I would offer you my car, but you did my Jeep already. LOL, gun under my pillow is a bit crazy, but for me, I can see what you mean about the mindset. I did it just to do it, but the thing with me and handguns was I was still living at home and I had no control over anything, but this is control.
Yeah.
So if there's a meta narrative, if it's a meta narrative, do I know what it is?
I don't know.
Can you know the meta narrative?
I would say yes.
Okay. Is control.
Yeah.
Because like as I age, I understand where a lot of stuff comes from. And a lot of it was bullying and feeling out of control. Like, I can't stop this. I can't stop the fist, and I can't stop the ear flick, and I can't stop these asinine questions. And the teachers don't care. Like, there was this one time when I knew this kid's name, and I won't say it, but just through I hated open gym. I was like, well, we'll just shoot basketballs today, just have fun. They pull out the basketball rack. I don't feel like teaching class, just shoot basketballs for half an hour. And this one kid would just throw basketballs at my head. And I looked, and Mr. Myers saw the whole thing, didn't do anything. And I'm like, well, you know, at that point, God sunk away into the background a little bit more.
Yeah. Like,
how are you letting this happen? Anyway, there is no control.
I had that happen to me in 6th grade. It sucks. But it's also the type of thing where I had a girlfriend in college, late college, early grad school, who slept with a flask under the pillow. And I almost feel like that was her form of control, in that it was almost her way of saying, I have a hold on this, in that I could have a drink whenever I want, but I'm choosing not to. Like that type of thing. And it's just, I don't know. I could understand in a way, just because she had a sort of hard life. But it's also that, you know, it's the exercising of control. Yeah. But I don't think she was able to read her own meta-narrative, so... Yeah.
Anyway. So, LOL gun, know what you mean, yeah. Cry Wit again said, move to Asheville, North Carolina. BRP is there, not sure what that is, and the AT starts near there. Yeah, I heard. I met some people on the AT from, I think, IB Tat was there. Is from Asheville, North Carolina. From what I understand, Asheville, North Carolina is the Austin, Texas of North Carolina, or the Pittsburgh of North Carolina. It's the hip place, a little bit hippie, a little bit trendy. So, yeah, got to go to Asheville. The 4Gs got me on the road a lot. Thanks for this little number. The 4Gs got... I really can't do Harold Slovinsky again. He's a positive guy.
Yeah, he's out here trying.
I shaved my wife's mustache. I saw some hairs that needed trimming. So I got the Norelco out. Fresh batteries. You know, Duracells. You know who you're talking to, dog.
You're a very good husband, Harold.
People quoting the lead thing. Glad you like that lead.
That was fantastic.
Shinobi Anzai. What do you think?
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, the name?
Pronunciation of the name.
Chiyomi Anzai?
Shinomi Anzai?
Is that an I at the end or an L?
I.
Oh, or yeah, Chiyomi Anzai.
You should come down to Alabama. I'm sure I can talk us into Barber Motorsports Park to drive stuff or into Talladega to drive left. Love the show. Keep it up. I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. I mean, I'm up for more racetrack stuff. We'll see how Harris Hill goes in 2 months.
Roll Tide.
Alabama. I've never been to Alabama.
Nor have I.
Harbor Motorsport. I'm sure I can talk us in. Do you know someone there, or is this like a wheeling dealing thing to try to get in?
Do they owe you a favor?
Oh, favors are great. Bryce Taylor. Delso would be my second. My daily is an 03 Legacy sedan. Yeah, then fine. K20 swap it, man. Bryce. That's a good thing to do. Nothing wrong with an 03 Legacy. Von Waffensberg, no question. But thank you for oh, wait, there it is. All right, I got to get the sign.
All right, guys, much love and good night. Catch the rest on iTunes. Good night, Von Waffenberg. Thank you for the $5 and for the other donations throughout the evening. They are much appreciated, and they help us to do our traveling, so thank you. Now, other...
Let me make sure if that sign is visible.
Man on the run.
Band on the run.
Is it band or man? I think I've been saying it wrong.
Band on the run.
Oh, all right, there we go. I don't know why that song popped into my head either. I don't even have it on Spotify.
It's got like 3 movements in it. It's pretty good.
Huh. Let's see.
Hi, Glack. Hi, Glack. Hi, Glack. Thoughts on the SN95 Cobras, NA or Terminator?
I haven't really seen that many.
It's the same interior as Nick's. You get a really good engine and you get Nick's interior. It's like you get, yes, they are fast. They are faster and the inside is exactly the same. So, and there's no way to really improve the interior of an SN95 because the seating position is so odd. I've never gotten used to it. Even driving your car, riding your car, it's a bizarre seating position to me.
Yeah.
It's like a chase. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like sitting on the floor for a gym assembly. Like that's the way I look at driving that car. Maybe it's different when you can hang on to the wheel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of it is that it's you're sat down pretty far into the car, but also not so far enough that you feel like you're driving anything from Europe. Right. Like you're just sort of, I don't know. It's almost like they want you to be able to, I don't know, like really stretch out in a way, in that like the seat, you know, and just move it back, get me some extra leg room. And I'm kind of surprised by how far that seat can move back. But ultimately, it's a lot of wasted room. I don't really use it. So, like, I don't really stretch out at all unless I'm taking a nap in there. Like, I need to pull over into, like, a gas station parking lot.
They should call this horseradish when you nut, but she keeps sucking. Because that's the faces you make.
Yeah.
Sean Simon. I saw that brief shot of the 1990 Buick Estate wagon in the last video. Was that foreshadowing? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I'd love to hear your opinions. That was it. I have opinions, and I'm not going to get into them.
Yeah,
I'm going to rant about that thing. The worst part of driving to Philly is going too far and ending up in Jersey, and then then you got to pay to get back in. Are you guys going to Corvettes at Carlisle? Sorry, I'm going to miss Corvettes at Carlisle. I think we're caught up.
Oh,
nope.
No.
Nope. There we go.
Oh, wait, yeah. All right, Robert Lowry. Waiting to pass inspection before I submit for review my 1999 Isuzu Trooper. Early thoughts on the Isuzu brand and the Trooper itself.
Isuzu was a car brand? Yeah, it was. Man, those things rolled easily, huh?
Yeah.
I think they got a not recommended from Consumer Reports back in the day.
Yeah.
The Isuzu Trooper was the Jeep Liberty of its day. I don't even know where price range was. I knew a few people who owned them, and everybody hated them. So, man, Isuzu.
It sounds
not even Suzuki. They don't do anything else. Isuzu. There was the Trooper, and there was a bunch of other stuff, and I don't remember anything. They were one of the smallest. Are they even Japanese or are they Korean? I forget.
It says a lot about the brand that the most memorable thing about it was its ad campaign.
Joe Isuzu?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's just... I don't know.
Nope, I don't know either. My thoughts on the Isuzu brand, they just faded away. Like, oh yeah, Isuzu. Oh yeah, Jag.
It's like Thanos snapped his fingers and Isuzu went away.
Have you ever watched any of those videos where dirt bikes and motorcycles try to outrun the cops? It's okay unless you get caught. Is it okay unless you get caught? No, it's not okay. It's
be responsible.
You're tasting the rainbow of illegal charge of like citations here.
Yeah.
I saw the one Cops episode where the guy on the dirt bike escapes the police by riding down the railroad tracks. And the one Crown Vic tries to follow him and gets high centered on the railroad tracks. And so he's just teeter-tottering there and his wheels aren't touching the ground anymore.
That's terrible.
Because he tried to drive over the railroad. The cop car tried to drive over the railroad tracks, not at the crossing, but like out in the field, and just gets caught on the berm. And then a train comes, and then like this, somebody else from the force, she's just laughing at him. And then you see, I'll bet that guy's down there on the other end. Like he probably rode far and is just watching this. The thing is, you can outrun the police, but you can't outrun a radio.
Nope. They will find you.
Mark Walters said, I would tow my bike. I daily a 2001 Dodge Ram 1500. So, okay, he would tow the Suzuki Intruder from Syracuse. I feel weird when people want to make these grand journeys just to visit my dumbass. Yeah. And like, I'm not worthy of your road trip.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Oh, they'd be meeting my dumbass too.
Okay.
It'd be great. And hey, we'd at least buy them lunch or something.
Yeah. Or the brick house.
Yeah.
Thank you for the offer, Mark.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Burgundy Burnouts coming in late at night. My favorite car niche is stupid engine swaps and black sheep engine builds. Yeah, I like that one. It was on Jalopnik. The one like muscle car, it might have been a Cuda, but they put a diesel engine into it. That I liked. Upsetting 45-year-old armchair mechanics by plasma cutting a Firebird to fit an EJ is my spirit animal. That's going to be such a cool build, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even forget which Firebird it is. Is it a F-body Firebird or is it better? Is it the square one? I forget what body it is. Same one from the IROC. Yeah, all-wheel drive. That's going to be cool. Everything about it's going to be great.
And how?
Derek Myronic?
Myronic.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
I was thinking of... For a second, I thought it was like... It had the look of a Polish name.
Yeah.
Like, Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Yeah. Joanna, can a brother get a vowel? Like...
Oh, speaking of MMA, Conor got his fight.
Yeah, with Khabib. And it's going to be in October, and it's going to be
gangbusters.
It's already sold out. Like, right up to the ridiculous... Like, nosebleeds are running 4 figures. Like, that's ridiculous. Derek Myronic. Ukrainian name, actually.
No, well, nice.
Very nice. But yeah, that's going to be a crazy fight. I kind of hope... I'm rooting against Conor because
I'm rooting against Conor.
Yeah, look,
he's like Elon Musk with punches.
Yeah, he's like above the law, and it's like I realize that this is exactly what they kind of want in the sense they want somebody who you want to see get knocked out, but
it was just like the Mayweather thing.
Yeah, and nobody did, but with Conor, it can happen.
Right.
Like
he's just
Like, he's not gonna hug a guy for however many rounds. Which, I mean, I get Mayweather. His skill is really the
I can't believe it's been 2 years we're still talking about that fight.
Yeah,
or was it a year?
No, I think it's been closer to... Oh, wait, no, it's been a year, yeah. Because Conor, he's just been, like, if you're gonna... Just say you're retired. But I guess he's not if he's coming back. But don't claim you're really the champ if all you do is just... will go all day trying to figure out reasons not to defend it or show up.
Yeah.
You know, but no.
Anyway, Derek Mjornik played Deja Vu from the Initial D soundtrack over the new Prelude video. It worked beautifully. I'm just saying. Thanks. Yeah, that was good with those drone shots. That was the drone shot. I got to request a lot of those drone shots, like the direct shot down.
Yeah.
The only shot I didn't get was what I really wanted was like a GTA view where it just follows the car from behind for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yo, PA Joe. Thank you for the generous donation. Thoughts on working on today's cars? You need a computer. You need a Maxi-DOS. Cramped engine, needing specialized tools. Yeah, it's hard to even get to spark plugs these days. And large working area. Older cars like my 85 Volkswagen Golf. Simple, open engine, fixed head gasket. Myself. Standard tools, much West Coast respect. Yeah. The upside is if you crash a modern car, you walk. You walk away.
Yeah.
You crash something from the 80s. You know, I hope you got good insurance, man, because they got to put you together. They gotta find other parts from other humans and stick them in you to make you work. That's the upside. Yeah, there's a lot less room to work on the engine, but there's more protecting the soft bit behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Says the guy who just drove like 100. I drove from Kutztown to West Reading and then back here via back roads because there was a backup on 61.
There's always something on 61.
No. So all with no seatbelts in a car that's 57 years old.
Yeah.
So exactly, I'm a total hypocrite. But yeah, easy to work on old stuff, but in modern stuff, the human survives.
Yeah.
Cactus Catastrophe. Again, sir, thank you so much for your donation. People are saying Fudge Man in the regular chat.
Gentleman known as Fudge Man.
Here in Georgia, summers are so bad you learn for a bitter winter. Dude, we know. We were there. We were in Georgia in the summer. It's so hot you need a study sheet to read a phone book. It's so hot you need... It's so hot you can only go to Chinese restaurants because you got to point at the picture of the food. We're beyond words now.
Yeah.
You yearn for bitter winter, and spring is depressing because it makes you realize that 98 degrees and high humidity is coming. Man, yeah, Georgia in the summer. Man, even at night, it's like 80 degrees. I remember before we did that plane at that airport, we just stayed in the hotel.
Yeah. And we went to this rinky little diner nearby, and you had the option of sitting outside, and you didn't take it. Or you don't take it because you know what outside is like in there. And I think, you know, it's also being in that cramped Piper Cherokee wasn't really the greatest experience for comfort and reliability. This one is a follow-up. Chiyomi Anzai, coach was waiting for you to do what he can't do. That's in reference to seeing you get basketballs get thrown at your head. Yeah, I guess like coach was waiting for you to like throw down and...
But this was just normal gym class.
Yeah. Long before the days of zero tolerance to where whoever... Doesn't matter if you threw the first punch or the last punch, like your ass is getting suspended.
Yeah. Here comes some Texas people. Dude, it gets 110 in Texas. 98 is nothing. Yeah. Texas is dry heat.
Yeah.
Shut your pie hole. I want you to come to Pennsylvania and tell me that 85 degrees and 100% humidity doesn't suck. I'm not saying it doesn't suck. I'm just saying it's hotter here. Yeah, your number's bigger. But your air is crisp. Coach waiting to see you, what he can't do. I think we're all caught up.
Almost. I almost feel like there's one more.
Anything we're missing?
We can do one last swipe up to see if there were any we skipped.
Different weather every day in Michigan, yeah. Middle school was awful, Brad. Damn, I was born in April. I think that's where I said April was my least favorite month. Niche, Cars, Deja Vu, Initial D. My first bike, Tow the Bike, Ram. Ever watched any of the videos where, Flee from the Cops.
Inspection.
Isuzu Trooper brand. Buick Estate Wagon, Foreshadowing. Thoughts on the SN95 Turbos, got that. Much love and good night. Cast the rest on iTunes. Yeah. You answered that question. O2 a Legacy Sedan. I think we're good.
All right, we are rock and
will you
roll.
review another NA Miata? Probably not, because we have to do the NB.
Yeah,
that's the last Miata that we haven't done, the second generation one. If we keep waiting, they'll come out with an N A B C D N E.
Yeah,
knee. The knee. Mopar 2.7, that's the worst engine ever. Yeah, I think that was the one in like the Avenger or something like that. Okay, gentlemen, it is 11 p.m. here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I need to go to sleep. We haven't written anything. Well, we got Thursday and Friday.
Well, I was thinking Friday. Yeah. Because tomorrow I got to go do blood work.
That'll be
fun.
Okay. And Friday you have a doctor's appointment?
Yeah. Well, that's in the early.
Okay.
I'll figure things out.
So let's aim for Friday for riding. Maybe depending if you have time to go see Dominic's band in Philly.
Yeah.
We could write and then just leave. It's probably not. See, I don't know if you want to have a late night because it's probably going to be a late night. They'll probably go on at 7 and we're down at Philly. It may be rolling in back. I may be dropping you off at like 1 in the morning.
I mean, I'll think it over.
We'll have to find out when I'll have to find out when his band goes on, because it's a 2-hour drive home.
Yeah, because I do know.
If it's like 10, if he's going on at 10, that means I'm getting home at midnight after he plays one song.
Yeah, because I've got an early Saturday, but not too early. Okay. It's not like I've got to be up at like 8, but I mean I do have to be up at like noon at least, like if I'm gonna sleep in. But still, I don't know. Everything will be it'll be what it is. But thank you so much for joining us for the RCR podcast.
Yep. Thank you for everybody who. Oh, I'm farting. Thank you for everybody who donates to Super Chat. Thank you to everybody who donates through Patreon. That is our travel budget. We're open to new ways for us to travel more, which is like new financial streams or something like that. Yeah. Brands, I don't know. Thank you for everybody who watches regular car reviews, this silly, odd show from Pennsylvania. And as always, new videos Monday.
Yep, new video Monday. Talk to you guys later.
I'm Brian.
I'm Nick.
Have a good night. How do I turn